Hi little Brushflies, welcome back to my channel Brushfly MUA. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mercedes, I am the face behind Brushfly MUA, and if you are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button because every little helps. And if you're not new, hi, welcome back. So today's video I'm quite excited for. So it's actually some older makeup that I haven't reviewed on this channel yet. I used to have a channel, if you didn't know, but I deleted it, delete me. So I have been sort of like re-reviewing some older makeup every so often, but also trying to keep up with the newer stuff that's coming out. It's a bit sort of higgledy-piggledy, but I really wanted to review or re-review this makeup today because it is the old, well, it's not old, but it's the older collection that Soph released with Revolution. She did a collab with them. If you don't know who Soph is, she is a lovely, lovely, adorable girl. She is a British YouTuber. She does mostly sort of drugstore makeup, and she is so talented, but she doesn't always have like the best self-esteem. Like, she's absolutely amazing at makeup. Like, she makes my skills look incredibly pants, but you know, she is actually really, really good, and she doesn't class herself as like a makeup artist, but she is great, and I love watching her videos. She's so sort of down to earth, very truthful. Like, if she doesn't like a product, she'll tell you. She won't just like it because it's been sent to her or because she really likes the brand. And she's done a couple of collabs with Revolution now. I believe she did two. She did like a normal palette, and then she did like a highlighter palette, which I have. I have the Extra Spice palette, and I have 3 lipsticks that she collabed with them. But she's going to be bringing out a 3rd collaboration with them, which I'm so excited for. Like, really, really excited for. Because I love Soph. Like, the t-shirt I'm wearing today underneath my little dressy top is a Soph and Skinny Dip collab. Like, the necklace I'm wearing, the earrings, they are all from the Soph Skinny Dip collection. So I'm a big fan of Soph. She's just awesome. So I'm going to be re-reviewing her makeup on this channel, so at least in years to come I can look back and be like, oh yeah, I did review it and I loved it. But first up, I'm going to finish my cup of tea because I've just done the school run and I'm tired. So I need the caffeine to get through the day. Okay, so I've had my cup of tea. I feel a bit sort of more awake, I guess. So I'm going to go through and show you guys the Revolution times Soph products that I currently own. I'm so excited for her newest collab. Like, I can't wait for it to come out. I said to my husband earlier, I was like, Soph's bringing out a new collection, and he's like, I guess that means you want it. I was like, I really, really do. And the campaign image, or like the first campaign image, she has like blue eyeshadow, so I wonder whether it's gonna have like bluey shades in the eyeshadow palette. I mean, I'm guessing she's gonna bring out a new eyeshadow palette, and I'm kind of wondering whether she might bring out an eyeliner. Like, Roxy recently did another collab with them and she brought out a black eyeliner. I'm wondering whether Soph might bring out a white one. So Revolution have just brought out a new sort of sister brand called Relove, and they have a white eyeliner. I'll link the video down below so you can see it, and it's actually really, really good. And Soph quite often does like really playful eye looks, and she would do like little fluffy white clouds or little daisies, and I think, you know, something like that from Soph would be very good and very playful. So I wonder whether that's going to be coming in her collection. But let's talk about the products I do have, not the ones that I want. So first up, I have her it's not even an eyeshadow, is it? First up, I have her highlighting palette. So you get 8 shades in here. There are some pressed highlighters and some baked. Like, if you actually look in here, you can sort of see like they have sort of like a different texture to them. like these ones and that one especially, and then those two and that one look different. This is actually a really nice highlighter palette. I don't use it as often as I would probably like. I think because I tend to go for more of a full face palette, so I like something that has a bronzer, a blush and a highlighter all in one. So I just have to pick up the one palette and then I can put it on, run out the door to do the school run. So although I do really like this, I don't use it as much as I should, but it is a really nice highlighting palette. And actually, if I'm using it again today, I might fall in love with it and put it in my makeup bag so I use it a bit more. So here is more of a close-up of it. Absolutely stunning. So I might just quickly swatch these so you can see them in action and get a feel for them. Like, I'm quite excited to do this video as well because obviously where Soph's coming out with a new release, people might then look onto YouTube and be like, well, what was her old collection like? You know, is it worth getting a new one? Was her old one any good? And I'm going to say it now, yes, her old collab is good, it's well worth it, but you know, you might just want to see it in action. Okay, so here they are all swatched. I hope you can see it. I am using my new phone, so I'm still getting used to the camera. I have my my ring light in front of it because it sort of has a stand where my phone sits on it, and that is why I have this angle camera. I have tried turning my phone around but to do like the wide angle, and it just, I can't look in the right place. It really distorts my makeup-y area, so I am sorry. Maybe one day I will get a decent camera to film off instead, but for now it's my phone. But yeah, so I'm hoping you can see it. I can see it, like looking at the camera, so I'm hoping you can. And the highlights are actually stunning. Like, not only could you use them as highlights, you could get away with using them as eyeshadows. They are absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I'm gonna try one on my cheek. I did put a bit of highlight on this morning because I actually had in my head I'd planned to do a different video. I was going to use different products, but when I found out Soph was doing another collab, I was like, no, I'm changing my mind. So I'm going to go in and do a bit more highlight. You can't really see the highlight I put on anyway. It's kind of, I wore my face mask because obviously on the school run at the school you have to wear a mask. So I've come home and sort of touched up my makeup. So whatever I did have has gone. So I might just go in with this one. Like I said, the textures on these are different. These three are a lot softer to the touch than these ones. So I'm going to go in with that. As you can see, absolutely blinding. Yeah, absolutely stunning. I might just touch up the concealer on my nose. I did touch up my makeup when I got home, but I kind of feel like my nose, the concealer's rubbed away where my mask was. Okay, so I've touched up my nose, not that it's really made much of a difference, but I might just put a bit of highlight on my nose. I don't like too much highlighter on my nose because I have quite a bumpy nose, so I just find it really accentuates whatever I don't want people to see on my nose. Pretty sure I just had a bang downstairs. Hoping my husband's okay. We had such like a weird weekend. He has like a really dodgy leg. He got run over a few years ago. He's waiting to have like his 5th operation on it, which is in a couple of weeks. And because he can't really get around or walk very far or, you know, do too much physical stuff, he's got a new hobby where he likes to do whittling. So he just sits there with like a little bit of wood and he's got his tools and he sort of chips away and makes spoons, bowls, cups. Like, he made me this to put my earrings in so I don't lose them. It's got a special name. I think it's like a xxxx or xxxx or something. So yeah, he does all stuff like this. But on Saturday, he was doing it and the tool slipped and he stabbed himself in the leg. In his bad leg. And I had to take him to hospital. He had to have stitches. I did actually go to my local supermarket and I got the steri strips. And we tried to just like steri strip it at home because he was like, no, you've got work tonight. I can't go to A&E. It's going to take hours. And I couldn't stop the bleeding, and I'm not very good with blood as it is. So I was like, no, you're going to A&E. So luckily, I think because it was quite bad and he was literally leaking everywhere, they saw him quite quickly within like a couple of hours. I think the wait was 6 hours and they got him stitched up within 2. So I did end up going to work on time. It was fine. But now when I hear a bang, I'm a bit like, what have you done? And he hasn't shouted for help. I might just go check on him. Okay, so I just checked on him. He did slip again, not like slip over, but the tool slipped. But he's okay, he didn't hurt himself today, so that's good. I have actually given him like one of our old bed pillows wrapped in like cloth as like protection. He's probably launched that across the room and found that really annoying, but he did slip. So anyway, back to the makeup. So as you can see, the Revolution Time Soph highlight is stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. Like I said, it would work really well as eyeshadows. Like, as like little toppers on top of a different shade. It would be beautiful. So I do really like this. I have actually broken mine, like the catch. It doesn't catch anymore. Like before, you'd have to sort of pop it and it would open. But now mine just opens and it's cracked here. I don't even know how I did that. It has literally just been sitting in my drawer of Revolution makeup. So I'm a bit like, how did you break? But it's not actually hindered the product inside. It's absolutely fine. And this product, I believe, is actually really sort of good value for money. I think it's around the £8, £10 mark. I think it's £8. But they quite often do sort of sale on Revolution collabs. So if it ever crops up, get it, because it is actually a really good palette. And there's loads of different highlights in there, so you're bound to find one that will suit you, and if not, eyeshadow. So speaking of eyeshadow, I have this one which looks very grubby, and that's the only thing with some of the Revolution palettes is it's that sort of glass, it's not like glass, but it's sort of like a glassy mirrored effect. It's plastic, but it has that sort of mirrored effect, so it does kind of get quite mucky and fingerprinty, but you know, you're not really there for the outside packaging, you're there for what is in the inside. So as you can see, I have dug into this palette quite a lot. I have hit pan on the shade up here. This one I'm very close to hitting pan on. Also this one I'm quite close to hitting pan on. And this one I have used quite a bit as well. It is actually a really stunning palette. On my old channel, I wish I still had those videos. I actually compared this to like the Tatty Beauty one. So Tatty Beauty obviously has a palette, Textured Neutrals Volume 1, and it has sort of similar shades to this. So you have sort of like these dark sort of maroony red shades, the neutrally shades, and the only thing this one lacks is glitters, but it has metallics. So I said on my old channel that if you really wanted the Tatty Beauty one but you couldn't afford to spend that much money, because obviously getting it to the UK is a lot, this is quite a good sort of substitute. Obviously you don't get the glitters, but not everyone wants glitter in their eyeshadow palette. A lot of glitters are not eye safe, so I really like this. Okay, so here is the Tatty Beauty one. And as you can see, I've hit pan with certain shades as well. And if I hold them up both together, you can kind of see like this shade is kind of similar to this shade, which is the ones I have nearly panned. So sort of like this row here, you can certainly see in here. You have sort of like your oranges, which could be like this row here. You have like darkery browns, which could be this row here. You have like the maroony reds, this one here. The paler ones, you don't really have, but you could kind of say you have. The dark ones, obviously you've got the dark sort of greeny black shade up here. I think it is just a black shade. That's the greeny colour. So you kind of have that, you know, there. Again, like I said, you don't really have the glitters, but it is kind of a good substitute. You could buy glitters separately. Many of us have other palettes with glitters in, but again, if you're not a fan of glitters because of the whole eye safe thing, the Soph one is a good sort of dupe. Although I do believe the Soph palette came out before Tatty, so. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and swatch this on my other arm so you can see what the shades look like, and then I'm going to create an eye look with it. Okay, so here it is swatched. The swatches are awful. I did it with my left hand on my right arm, so it's not as neat as those swatches, but you know, it shows you what they look like. So the first one we have Everyday, then we have Running Late, Infinity, Cheesecake, Cookie Dough, Dreams, Vitamin C, Sweet and Sour, 21, where did that go? Romance, Enchanted, Late. We have Brownies, Chocolate Orange, Mulled Wine, LA Sun, Aurora and Reputation. So if you watch Soph's channel, those are actually like very much names associated with Soph. She's always running late. She likes her takeaways like Sweet and Sour. Lakes, I believe that's like a holiday thing, I can't remember. But yeah, absolutely stunning eyeshadow palette. So now I'm going to dive in and create a look. I have no idea what I'm going to go for, but I'm going to prime with my Revolution eye primer. I always find with palettes it's good to just prime your eyes anyway. There have been instances where I have not primed my eyes and I have really dry skin, but my eyelids get quite oily, so then it just rubs off quite easily anyway. So I definitely like this one, although this one I got in the calendar and you can't really buy it separately, but Revolution do their own sort of eye primers. But I thought I would stick with the whole Revolution theme. Okay, so my eyes are primed. Most of the brushes I'm using today are Makeup Obsession, which is like a sister brand to Revolution, but I do actually really like these. I think I got them from Boots when they were doing like their after Christmas sale. They're really good brushes, so I'm just going to see if I can zoom you in on this camera. Oh, I can't zoom in or out on this mode. My old phone I used to be able to zoom in. Maybe I'll try and sit a bit closer so you can actually see. That'll do. What I'm doing on my eyeballs. Oh my god, that's an awful view. But yeah, you might be able to try and see a little bit better what I'm doing. So, oh, I don't even know what eye look I want to go for. I want it to be quite bright and colourful because usually with this palette I do play it quite safe. I quite often use it for work. So I kind of want to do something different. I might go in with Mulled Wine as like my first shade and then try and do a sort of cut creasy look. Maybe. We'll see. So yeah, I'll go in with Mulled Wine. Quite a ready shade. That's actually really pretty. Okay, so that's actually quite a nice shade. It does look quite messy at the minute, but we trust in this process of makeup. I'm pretty sure that is a Soph saying as well, trust in the process. I kind of want to go in with Everyday, which is a metallic shade, and just sort of go above that first shade and just sort of, I don't know, highlight around the brow bone area. I know my fringe might actually be annoying some of you, but I can't be bothered to clip it back and then have to try and straighten it again. But for those of you that know my channel know that I'm lazy and I can't be bothered to do my eyebrows, so I have my fringe there so I can cheat. So that is the metallic shade on, just as sort of like a highlight. That is actually quite pretty. I do need to tidy up around my eye area, but don't worry. I'm going to go in with the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer, just to sort of block out my eyelid, because I say it's a cut crease look. I never do like a proper cut crease look. It's kind of like whatever I come up with. I don't know, but you know, just block out some of that first colour so I can put a different colour on. Okay, so that is my concealer on. I don't know what shades to go for now. Like I said, I want a really bright look. I don't know whether to go for like yellow, orange, red. Just see what it looks like. So yeah, I think I'm going to go in with Vitamin C. So that is actually a really pigmented yellow. That's actually really beautiful. I like that a lot. I've just got like a little cloth here, so I wipe the excess eyeshadow off my brush. Then I'm going to go in with Sweet and Sour. Okay, that too is a really pigmented shade. They also blend together quite nicely. Go back in with the yellow. And now I want to go in with the bright red shade 21, which I'm no longer in my 20s. I'm 31. Okay, again, quite a pigmented shade. Don't know if I just go back in with a bit of mulled wine and Everyday. Sort of. Okay, I'm now going to take like a flat shape brush. It has a name, I can't remember it. And I'm just going to sort of do the yellow, the orange and the red under my lash line. Okay, I sort of winged out the red. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. I might go in with some black eyeliner just to sort of uncrazy that. It's funny because like here, when I look like that, it looks like really, really red, and then when I turn, it's not, it's just the metallic. Might have to try and do something about that. So I'm now going to go in with LA Sun on the inner corner of my eye. Okay, so that is that. I'm a bit unsure about the like this shade up here. On camera it looks quite pale, but actually in person it looks a lot darker and seems to sort of suit the eye look a bit better, but on camera it doesn't. So I don't know if I can like darken it up with mulled wine. I'm gonna go on the school run later and people are gonna be like, she's doing crazy town again. Okay, so that is the eyeshadow. I'm gonna hop off screen, do some eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be back. Okay, so this is the finished eye look with eyeliner and mascara. I did try to have a little tidy up because it was a bit crazy. So the only thing left now is the lipsticks. So Soph has 3 lipsticks in her collection. They are all in sort of bullet form and they are all quite creamy, so they're not like really matte lips, like they don't really dry down, they stay quite satiny smooth, which I actually quite like. So there's 3 shades. There's Cake, Fudge and Syrup. I think Cake and Syrup are the ones that I tend to gravitate towards more. Fudge is a lot darker. I'm going to try all 3 of them on for you so you can see what they look like, but I'm going to go with Fudge first because it's not my favourite. I think if you had a darker skin tone than mine, this would be gorgeous because it would be like your lips but better kind of shade. On me it doesn't look right on me, or at least I don't think it looks right on me, so I'll swatch it. So here it is. You do get like Soph sort of imprinted onto the lipstick. I think I got a bit of hair on it, oopsie. But yeah, I got this free, this one. I bought the other 2 because those were the ones I wanted when I bought the collection. I got the Revolution Valentine's Day gift set. If you spent so much, you got a Valentine's Day gift set. I'll link that down below if I remember. If I don't, someone comment, so I will put it down there. But yeah, I got this one for free. I was quite happy because I was like, oh, I don't actually own that one, so I'm quite happy to get it, but it's not my shade. So let's swatch it. So there we go. It is a very, like, on the bullet, like, to me sitting here, it kind of looked a bit cool toned, but actually when you swipe it, I'd say it's more of like a warm toned sort of like coffee colour. So let's try it on. So there we go, there is Fudge. I think it's just too sort of I don't know, it's not a horrible shade, although really messy. Me, not the lipstick. It's not a horrible shade, it is just not one that I would normally go to. It's kind of quite orangey, and although I have orange in my eyeshadow, I don't tend to really like orangey, corally toned lipsticks. Like, I have them in my collection and sometimes I will wear them, but I have to be in the mood. So this is the type of lipstick I would have to do a certain eye look and feel comfortable to want to wear it. But the texture is really, really nice. It's nice and smooth. So yeah, I think if you have the right skin tone or you wear the right eye makeup, this lipstick would be nice for you, kind of like a Your Lips but better. but for me, I'm not a fan of this one, so I'm going to take it off and try the other two. Okay, so the next shade is Syrup. So I'll quickly swatch this one. This is very much a paley nude lip shade. It is actually really nice. I quite enjoy wearing this one with certain eye looks, so I'm going to just try it on. So there you have it. It is actually quite pale on screen, so it kind of looks a bit odd with this makeup look, but if I wear quite a neutral eye look, it does suit it, and if I sort of up the bronzer, it suits me a bit better. But you know, I quite like this one. Very nude, very satin to the feel. I like it. But yeah, it's definitely like, I think you have to be like certain skin tones and it'll be like your lips but better again. But yeah, a nice lipstick. Still quite not my favourite, if that makes sense. Like, it's one I will use more than Fudge, but Cake is my all-time favourite, and if I'm going to run out of a lipstick, it's going to be this one, because there are days when I just quickly whop this one on and it's stunning. So I'm going to take this one off and apply this one. Okay, so let's swatch Cake. Not the best swatch, but it's okay. So this one I like, it's kind of a pale pinky nude. So I actually quite like a pinky nude lipstick. As you can see, this one I have used quite a bit, and again it has the same sort of Soph stamp in it. So I'm just going to put this one on. So there we go, that is Cake on. It is definitely my favourite one out of the three. I just find it really soft looking, like it's not too harsh against my skin tone. I am on the pale side, so I find sort of sometimes certain shades of lipstick can be quite jarring, but I find if I have a bit of a pinky tone to them, they sort of sit a lot better and they don't jar so much, whereas if they're not as pinky toned, I can look a bit sort of washed out. So this one is most definitely my favourite lipstick out of the Soph collection. So let's do my final thoughts. Okay, so my final thoughts on the Soph collection with Revolution. So Revolution times Soph, or Soph times Revolution. I always get confused on which way round they do it. Like, they quite often will be like, oh, it's such and such times such and such. It's Revolution and Soph. So I can't actually remember what part of this is like from the first collab or the second collab. So it's just the Soph collection while it's on here. Obviously, I'm hoping to get the third collab, so I will put like Soph part 3 when that one comes out. But the highlighting palette, absolutely stunning. Like, really glowy, definitely has some highlight to it. It's really nice. I do find I prefer the softer ones to the harder baked ones, but they are still nice. They're not bad, and I think for the price point for this is absolutely stunning. Like £8, maybe £10, I can't remember. But you know, the price point for this, and you get so much in there, is blooming amazing. And I actually really like the tones in there. Like I said, I could use it as an eyeshadow palette if I really wanted to. But yeah, I really like the highlighters in here. You can make them as subtle or as blinding as you want. They are really buildable. So yeah, I absolutely love this one. The eyeshadow palette, as you can probably tell, because of hitting pan and the fact that you can sort of see I've really dug away, I love this. This is one of my favourite palettes. If I want a really quick eye look, like I'm going somewhere, and I want a nice eye look that looks cute yet professional looking, I will more than likely just grab this one, put on maybe like these two shades, and then this one as like a halo eye. That is me done. Like, I absolutely love this. But as you can see, you can have quite neutralish eye looks, or you can have quite bright, playful eye looks. It's a really versatile eyeshadow palette. It's not just a, oh, you can only do certain eye looks with it. You can proper push the boat out and do really cool random eye looks if you really want to. I absolutely love this palette. It's gorgeous, absolutely stunning. And actually I'm going to quickly pause the video here and chuck in a couple of TikToks that I've done using this palette, because then you can see sort of my safety eye look, like the one I will go to on the daily, and just a couple of other eye looks that you can create using this palette. So yeah, as you saw, I created a few looks using this, and you know, if you ever want to go over onto my TikTok and have a look, I'm not one that posts every day. I have young children, I also look after my husband, and I work part-time, so you know, I'm quite often really busy, but I also want to play with makeup, and you know, this would be like my dream job, playing with makeup. But you know, I do try to post on TikTok. I do try to do like makeup transition videos, so I go from minging to okay in like 30 seconds. But yeah, this one I have used quite a lot over there, as you just saw. And the lipsticks. So as you know, I absolutely love cake. Syrup is my second favourite. Fudge is really nice, but not necessarily for me. I actually really like these lipsticks. The formula, beautiful, stunning, I love it. And it's one of those that, yes, you might have a cup of tea and something to eat and it might sort of rub off. Then you can just sort of reapply it fresh and it looks beautiful again. So I do really like the formula of these. They're very creamy. I have really dry lips as well. So these are very hydrating, very nice. They keep your lips hydrated. You don't look like a dry old crusty thing. They keep you looking hydrated. So yeah, absolutely love these lipsticks. So yeah, overall I absolutely love the Revolution Time Soph collection. I'm so looking forward to part 3. Like I said at the beginning, I absolutely adore Soph. I think she is amazing. Her makeup skills are just out of this world. She is lovely. So yeah, I guess this video's done. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, maybe give me a comment, and remember to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see more videos like this, I do have the old Roxy Colourburst palette. I have the Seaball one that I still need to use that I got for Valentine's Day. But yeah, I just love Revolution and I love playing with their makeup. And I really enjoy their collabs. So yeah, so I guess I will see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves and see you all soon. Bye.